Good morning! I'm about to start reading Colin and Penelope's book, which is called Romancing Mr. Bridgerton. I got that right. So yeah, let's get started. I have read like 3 other Bridgerton books, but I have not read this one yet. And I figured I would for this vlog and to get ready for season 3. I have been reading a lot more within the last year, and in doing so, I realized there are things that I like in romances and there are things that I don't. And I read the Bridgerton books earlier last year, no, late last year, and then at the top of this year. So let's see how this goes. Here we are, 20% in, and you guys, it's kind of slow. It's kind of slow, I'm not gonna lie. I am enjoying the family dynamics. I think that is the strongest thing about the Bridgerton books, is you get to see the family love each other, talk to each other, make fun of each other. That's fun to read about. I am not loving Colin, and I think that's something I struggle with for friends to lovers. Like, they've known each other for so long, and it's usually always unrequited. It's one-sided. And in this case, obviously, it's Penelope who's in love with him, and Colin's just oblivious. And so far, his thoughts are like, well, like, of course, she's not married yet because, you know, she's just not that pretty, and her personality never shines through because she's a wallflower. I'm just not loving it. Not loving that mindset, but I'm gonna try to push through and see if I enjoy this book more. We are at 45%, okay? I realize that I'm not really sitting, but hey, this is a chill vlog, so sue me. So far, I'm still not a really big fan of Colin. He complains about not really having a purpose and a direction and a passion in life, which I won't judge him for, you know, being super privileged and he doesn't really have problems even though he's rich. But I love that Penelope kind of puts him in his place by saying, you have the means to pursue whatever you want. You're wealthy, you're charming, you're a man, you can do whatever you want. So I do like that she's putting him in his place. I definitely like Penelope more than I do like Colin. And as far as the romance, I'm not really feeling it. And I think it's because it's hard for me to get into the romance when, 1, it's just lacking, and 2, I can't really get behind the hero. A sad turn of events, because I did find Colin to be a fun and funny character in the other books, because he's kind of a prankster, but in his own book, he kind of sucks. Okay, in truth, I am more enthralled by how it's going to be revealed that Penelope is Whistledown. I think that is the most interesting aspect of this book so far, this romance novel. So if I continue to read, it'll be because I want to see how that's revealed in the book. It is day 2 and I have made it to 65%. And I think this is the point in time where I choose self-care and I stop reading the book. This is going to be a DNF, you guys. You have seen me throughout this vlog trying to make it through, and I really don't have anything new to say when it comes to my issues with it. And I did let you know that I would continue to read up until the point where it's revealed that Penelope is Whistledown, and I got to the point where Colin follows her and finds out who she is really, and that's it for me. It's not giving, y'all. Okay, I'm gonna try to quantify it into words. Colin just continued to upset me. You know, once he's following Penelope, he is doing so because she is going beyond the limits of London by herself, and he's angry that she's not taking anybody with her. So, you know, we're supposed to interpret that protectiveness as romantic because somehow he has rights over her. He is also feeling really upset that she seems to have some secrets of her own, and he's all like, well, why does she have secrets? Why don't I know this? Again, like, he has some sort of rights. And I know we're supposed to interpret all of this as like, he has feelings for her, he wants to protect her, and he just wants to know everything about her. And you know what, to be honest, sometimes that feeling of protectiveness can work for me in some other stories and some other romance novels, but it's just not clicking with me in this book. It's just not. And it got me upset just how mad he is at her for having her own secret identity. She did spend so many years being Lady Whistledown and talking crap about so many people, but it was her secret to have. And I just don't really love how that scene went down of he kind of like invaded her privacy, taking the envelope and reading it after she begged him not to do that. I was not vibing with that at all. So once it's revealed who she is, they get back into a hackney and they are going back to her house. And all of a sudden, his temper is getting less angry. And then they somehow start kissing. And then out of the blue, he's like, I'm gonna marry you. I think because this is a historical romance, at this point, he may feel like, well, I'm taking liberties with this gentle-bred woman, and therefore that means as a gentle-bred man, I have to do the right thing. I have to do the honorable thing and marry her. And I get that. It's giving me all the things that are just unromantic about this approach. Again, this type of approach has worked for me before. For example, with The Viscount Who Loved Me. That's another book that I didn't love because I just think Antony was just too cruel sometimes, but I did have more fun reading that book, I will say. And this book, Romancing Mr. Bridgerton, has been the opposite of fun. It's been unfun to read this book. At least with The Viscount Who Loved Me, we had some fun banter. Even though sometimes I thought Antony was a raging asshole, I at least got to have more fun between Kate and Antony. This dynamic between Penelope and Colin has not been fun for me to read. I'm not interpreting the signs as romantic. It's just... I do like Penelope as a character so far. I wanted to see some sort of a development with her because she kind of lives like two lives, right? She is Penelope Featherington, this kind of meek wallflower, and then she is also Lady Whistledown, this lady who is not afraid to speak her mind. And by the time that they go back to her house and Colin announces his proposal and that he wants to make an offer for a hand in marriage, Penelope is still rather small and meek around her mom and not standing up for herself. And I was just getting kind of tired of that, and I wanted to see her break out of that. Now, I understand this probably may happen later on in the novel, but now I'm just too tired to care to see it happen. This book didn't break me. That's giving it too much credit. It's just, I don't wish to continue. It's not really giving me anything else. Once it was revealed who she was to Colin, I have stopped caring. And I know that season 3 is actually going to be changing up the story quite a bit. I have to say, I am looking forward to that. I hope they change it and make it more interesting for me. I will be tuning into season 3 for sure. I have done live streams for season 1 and 2. If you guys haven't seen those, I will link them down below in the description. One thing that it does, it is fun for me to talk about. I am hoping season 3 is something that I enjoy because while I loved season 1, I was lukewarm on the story for season 2. I am hoping they bring back the love from me for season 3. But no matter what, I will be watching it, and I most likely will be doing a third live stream with some friends and maybe thinking of doing a vlog of binging the whole series. We'll see. Thank you guys so much for checking this video. If you watch this all the way to the end, drop me the thumbs up emoji. Okay, watch this book break me. I did this for your entertainment. I'm just kidding, it didn't break me again. But I'll catch you guys next time. If you want me to do another reading vlog for another book or a show, let me know. This has been fun. If you guys like this video, hit subscribe, hit the like button, share with your book friends, and I'll catch you guys next time.